Today we're going to make butter bean casserole. It's vegan and vegetarian because we're using the dairy-free butter. But it's up to you whether if you're doing it that way or not. Right, so what you need is a good knob of butter. You need a leek and a courgette. Not really as big as this one, but a bit smaller. You need a fennel bulb. You need a tin of butter beans. This one is 400 gram weight, 235 drained weight. And it's in water. Make sure it's in water. You want a dessert spoon of corn flour. You want about a swede.
Swede, yeah.
About that size.
Swede,
yeah. You want a cinnamon stick, just one cinnamon stick. You want about 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger. You want 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. You want some tomato puree. You want 2 stock cubes, oxo vegetable stock cubes with a pint of water. 2 potatoes and ideally 2 good sized carrots, but we've put 3 down because we didn't get the size that we wanted on the carrots. Okay, so we'll prepare these and then we'll get back to you. Also need bay leaves for this recipe. 3 bay leaves which we forgot to get out. We're going to peel it with a potato peeler and then chop it up into small chunks, small cubes. With the fennel you want to lose the leafy stringy bits as well, so cut it off there. The rest of the sticks are right, but definitely cut off these because you don't want them. Okay, and we'll get back to you in a minute. In our list of ingredients we forgot a ground black pepper and we are going to use that later. Right, we've sliced the carrots and diced the potatoes so it's quite small, and you chop your leeks, chop your courgette, chop your swede, and we've chopped up a fennel as well. Now what we're going to do is just put everything in the pan, all the vegetables chopped, and then we're going to put some butter in and we're going to just saute it down, if you will, for about 10 minutes. Can't tell Leah we've used a Minnie Mouse plate because she won't like it, so let's just get rid of that before she goes home. Right, because you're not allowed to use her plate.
Not allowed, is it?
You're not allowed to use the kids' plates for anything else. Right, so we put everything in. And that goes about, what, 3/4 of the way up your pan, so you need the largest pan in the house to do this. And then you're just going to put a good, probably a dessert spoon of butter in there, and we're just going to turn it on. That's my phone at the water weight. We're just going to turn it on and we're just going to melt it down for about 10 minutes and stir it in. Okay, so I'll come back to you after 10 minutes. Now we've had a veg on for about 10 minutes on a good heat. So what we're going to do now is stir in a dessert spoon of corn flour. So put that in and stir it round. It's all blended in. So just do that. You want it all mixed in so you don't get any lumpy bits in, because it will thicken it up a little bit, that. Right. So when you've got that mixed in, you're going to add, you've opened your tin of butter beans and you're just going to pour the juice in, not the actual beans, just the water that's in the tin. So just put that in until it's drained. So don't think about throwing it away, you're going to use it all. Right, once that's gone in, and you're going to put 2 dessert spoons of tomato puree in, which we're going to use quite a good dessert spoon, that'll do. And we're going to put a cinnamon stick in. Oh, that's gone down, but we'll leave it there. A cinnamon stick. And we're going to use some ground ginger. So we're going to use about 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger. Quite a good measure. And then we're going to use 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. And quite good measures again. Put plenty in. And then we're going to put 2 bay leaves in. And just get any size that you want with bay leaves. And we're going to put a stock in. This is like a 1-pot one, so you're just going to boil it up after and then turn it down and let it simmer. So we're just going to put all that in. Add a water, which is your pint of water. And we're going to mix it all in. Add some black pepper at this point as well. Just going to throw that in. Good measure because we like black pepper, don't we?
We like that.
going to do, you're not putting your butter beans in yet. Your butter beans are still in the tin, so don't do that. We're going to have it on about 10 minutes now. Stir it all around and bubble it up, and then get it simmering, and then we'll come back to you. Okay? At this point, we bubble it up, and then turn it down to a simmer and just put the lid on, and just have it going for about 10 minutes. Okay? Stir it up first to make sure everything's in, and then put the lid on. So when you're waiting that 10 minutes, you'll have your lid on. Okay? We've had this on about 10 minutes now. Just going to stir it up again a minute, and then we're going to add the butter beans. Now, can you smell that? Can you smell the cinnamon and everything? Right, I'm going to pop this in here. And we're going to cook them now for about 20 minutes or so. You can put the lid on, but put it on low simmer if you put lid on. Or otherwise, you can just watch and see when it's ready. You want your carrots to be soft and your sweet to be soft. So we're just going to cook it like that for about 20 minutes. And then we'll get back to you. And you can see what it's like. Okay? We've had it on about 35 minutes all in. It depends on what heat you cook it. But what you want to do is make sure that when you get your fork, all your vegetables are soft. So you need to be able to, your carrot and your swede is all soft. And once they are, it's ready. And then you need to remove your cinnamon stick. And you need to remove your bay leaves. And then we're just going to show it served up. Okay? Right, we've got it out and we've just served it in one of these. You can have it with the side salad or whatever else you want. But that's basically it. Okay?